offense. All that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and
Last catch
7.
did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, 57, 57. Check, go get it, go get it, go get it. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
And 3.
Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Chiefs 13.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. But they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Mahomes with the handoff.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
You got 4. Check it out, Reed. He's 15.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw is Mahomes. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw it here. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Kelsey out in the slot right. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Mahomes. Again, that's Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Down and goal to go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
second nature. All is automatic. Caught up. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for Cleveland.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
26.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Aaron Jones. Mac Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
We're on green.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
First down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Second
And
down.
he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Hooper.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyler Ervin back deep. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Browns nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Max 42! Max 42! Been a long day for you. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Browns first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Complete.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Cleveland.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down. Back
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
to Jarvis Landry.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Austin.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Turnover on down.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Mason Crosby.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Right now, you got 58. Jump out!
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Twist, watch the twist. Check, teammate. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 65 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Mayfield again. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Down, Cleveland.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 32 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Nothing here.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Packers 28, Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check it back.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Radley, 40 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield down. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
Mayfield's pass.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Rodgers. Funches has it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Working from the gun, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And this one too low. 2nd down at 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
The score, Packers 36, Browns 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Now Mayfield. They get this out left, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back.
For Cleveland.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. How I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought